Ricky Hustle.
He's on the list.
Marcus Everett.
The kid that went splat?
Yeah.
He's on the list. What happened? I thought we were going to get this Shawn Phoenix kid, the other kid that went splat.
Bro, here's even better. He already got him on one of his shows.
Hey, I don't.
Even though we asked for him first.
I don't book.
You got Shawn Phoenix on?
I don't book for those guys. The Wrestling with Reality guys had him on, yeah, but I did not set that up. I'm setting up Shawn Phoenix for keeping it 100. But we're gonna have a very busy month. So
if you've been on one of the network shows, you can't come here.
Now he's not allowed on.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, now that we're talking about
did they throw shade at me on that show?
I don't.
Did you listen to it?
I don't think that they do. No, I think.
Well, Dave Radigan throws shade at me on Twitter.
Yeah, Dave Radigan and Jay George like to take shots at you.
All right. Who else we got?
JoJo, the Creative Control Network, and the Pro Wrestling Tee Store.
Well, the fact that Shawn Phoenix was on the Creative Control Network before he was on our show, when I told Joe, how many weeks ago did I text him? That said, hey, hey Joe, get this kid on. He's throwing shade at me, bro. This guy is throwing. People are throwing shade at me on Twitter.
Right.
Okay, for the tweet I made about him, said it was stupid shit and stuff and everything and all that. People throwing shade at me on Twitter, and he's responding that, hey, thank you. He actually responded to Tommy Dreamer and those guys' appearance on the show last week for the holiday thing for speaking up for him.
That's
and you
right.
still haven't got him on the show?
Well, we didn't have any room for a guest this week, but
I didn't see any of that. Can you read that to me?
Yeah, I'll get
Sean. You have Shawn Phoenix Twitter? Read it.
I didn't see none of that. As you're looking for that, Shark Boy.
He's on the list.
Is there any heat on him for his son being the homecoming king and wearing a Pac-Man suit with a matching tie?
I don't believe it. We need to get confirmation that. I need to see visual confirmation that he actually was elected the homecoming king. There's no way a Shark Boy's son would be the homecoming king at any type of school. It might be a special education school. Like where the kids with the short bus go to the school and stuff like that. If that's the type of school, he could have been the homecoming king.
That is tremendous.
But other than that, I need confirmation.
That is tremendous. Have you found it, Joe?
No.
Raven.
He's on the list. He tried to throw some shade at me too on Twitter. I got back at him though. Yeah, he tweets. His tweets aren't very creative. He's not a good Twitter guy because his tweets are kind of trying to be funny, but they're kind of all over the place, and the punctuation's not good and stuff. So
he tweets like he thinks.
Yeah,
his stand-up comedy.
That's on the list. Terrible. Got booed out of the building. I want to see if the next time Raven does comedy, if he's in your town, okay, the week before he goes, go to like an Asian market, okay, where the vegetables are always like a week too old.
Oh, man.
Get some vegetables and put them in a bag, and a week later, bring that bag to Raven's show and throw the rotten vegetables at him while he's doing until you get thrown out. Okay, throw rotten vegetables. I
like the fact that you slid in an Asian market,
bro. Let me be honest with you. You go to the Asian markets in Vegas, the fruit, the veggies are never fresh. It's like a running joke. It's like they got because they I guess they ship them over. So I don't know how they do it, but it's like an Asian market. They ship them over, so the veggies are never like really fresh.
That is tremendous. Joy DeFalco.
Joey DeFalco, that little bastard, that son of a bitch, that asshole's on the list, yeah.
The Burning Man.
You mean the guy that got all messed up on fentanyl, flakka, bath salts, and ketamine, and ran into the Burning Man Festival, ran into the bonfire at the Burning Man Festival and burned to death? That guy?
And Sherm? Yeah, that guy.
He's on the list.
I got the
Did
tweets.
You find it? I see the microphone to your mouth.
Yeah, it just says, nice to hear at the Tommy Dreamer and I am Jericho call out the Real Disco on how he handled my crash and burn. And blah.
What do you mean call how? Why is everybody calling me out?
You should tweet him back. You still crashed and burned.
Or just the thing, I just tweeted what was on my mind at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Ryan Satin tried to get on me for that last week, and I just want that's what was on my mind.
What did Ryan Satin say? What are they?
I'm never going to apologize for a tweet.
Can you read me what they're getting on him for, Joe?
Well, it doesn't say. They're mostly talking about what Disco said on the show, and
that's it.
Just
can you go back to Disco's original tweet, whatever he said?
Yeah,
that set off this chain of events.
Yeah, Brian.
I didn't see that either.
Brian the Guppy, who tweets gifts of wrestlers, tweeted this guy doing a 450 off the thing onto the table. He missed the table. He missed the guy that smacked his head in the wall. He got like paralyzed. He got a lot of shit happened.
Paralyzed?
I didn't.
No.
Yeah,
fractured skull.
Fractured skull.
Right.
And I was like, this is the evolution of wrestling. Wrestlers doing dumb shit that ends up as a Twitter gif. Right. And that's what, bro. Now I'm not. Like
read some of the comments.
Technically, that tweet is not incorrect. How many times do you see on Twitter where people tweet stupid shit?
I'm agreeing with you.
Right. Absolutely. You know.
Okay. And so what did it?
I'm getting to Disco's tweet here now. It's back before like Christmas. So. Jesus. Okay. So yeah, we got the evolution of wrestling. Poorly trained marks doing stupid shit that ends up as a Twitter gif. Or GIF,
and then the trainer came on there that he trained. Can you get the tweet that the trainer said? I trained him and trained him well. I'm like, trained him well? The guy almost killed himself. So
actually,
bro, I was like,
Shawn Phoenix did respond to your tweet too. I don't know if you knew that.
They responded. What did he say?
He said, appreciate the concerns. Accidents happen. Just hope someone else can learn from my mistake.
Okay, yeah, don't.
So he's kind of agreeing with you.
Don't do stupid shit.
This guy, man.
Bro, the guy's, why am I getting heat over that tweet when the guy's basically agreeing? Bro, that is stupid shit. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put it. It's a harsh way to say it. But you got to say it to these kids that way because when things like this happen, this millennial wrestling fan base are always like, oh, don't be so mean to the guy. It's like, no. These people are out of control and they're going to kill themselves. It's like, it's like you have a dog and the dog's on a leash. You have a long leash and the dog is running out in traffic in the middle of a car and you got to yank the leash real hard and yank it back and almost choke you. It's like, that's what you got to do with these guys, you know? They're crazy.
They're just not going to listen. But what, Joe?
Yeah, this guy Matthew Aponte says that is a real move though. It's called the CTE splash. And then underneath there,
that's tremendous.
Here's the trainer. The trainer lists himself as Brandon K.
Right.
Ooh. Brandon K. He says, I trained Shawn and quite well. I put his heart and skills for the art against yours any day of the week. Accidents happen, and you of all people should know that. Be happy he's okay, and try not to be an asshole who assumes too much when someone gets hurt. And underneath, Steve Mancine at Right Side Bro, a longtime listener of the show, says, poor kid, you trained him to think that this move was a good idea. Let's hope for his family's sake he learns from this because, God, it's not worth dying for. And then what?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Did the guy answer back?
No. For doing that tweet, I think. The guy, yeah. A couple of people responded to the trainer's tweet.
Yeah,
like he's trying to say, train him well. The guy, like Jesus Christ! Yeah. I would tell people, if I train, bro. First of all, my skills are exemplary because here I am, 51 years old. I can still work and I'm still walking. I'm still in great shape, and I never hurt anybody. So that's a skill.
And if you're a
trainer and you're not teaching people how to protect themselves and protect your opponents you're working against, you're not really training them that well because that's what I teach.
And let me put you over and then bury you. And you looked great in a turkey suit, okay?
Shot, yeah.
But that's not a shot. You look great in a turkey suit, except I don't know how you passed for a turkey with a pelican snout.
That's disrespect, completely disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
Some more tweets. This guy says, you shouldn't have any business at training wrestlers if you think that just accidents happen. At The Real Disco and many other wrestlers haven't hurt anyone in their 20-plus year careers.
Yeah.
Never heard answer any of these people back.
Yeah, this guy says Brandon K. Mentions that Steve Austin broke Owen Hart's neck. Accidents happen. You literally have
but Steve Austin broke his neck doing a wrestling move.
Yeah.
Okay, where a faulty wrestling move. He didn't do it jumping off the top turnbuckle, doing a 450 dive onto the floor through a table. It was in the ring. In the ring, accidents can happen. Like if moves are botched. You do a move, it's done incorrect. The botch and accident, it can happen. But doing a 450 off the top turnbuckle onto the floor through a table is not even comparable.
Yeah.
No net. It's like, Jesus. Sorry, go ahead.